Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So today's video I'm going to talk about Ketu transit in Leo and its impact on Aquarius rising. Anybody with an Aquarius rising, Aquarius ascendant, Aquarius lagna or moon in Aquarius, this video is applicable for all of them. Now, before I talk about the transit, guys, I've shared my contact details, my email address and my phone number in the description of this video. Any one of you wants to do a one-to-one conversation with me around their chart for the reading, you can connect with me on WhatsApp or on the email. Now let me first brief you about the character trait of the planet Ketu. So Ketu is a planet which is completely opposite to the planet Rahu, wherein Rahu is a very materialistic planet. Ketu is a very spiritual planet. Rahu is a planet that creates illusions. Ketu creates disillusions. Rahu doesn't have a base. Ketu doesn't have a head. Rahu, it attaches us with the house where it sits or it transits. Wherein Ketu, it detaches us from the house where it sits or it transits. So from the 18th of May, Ketu is now transiting in your 7th house. So 7th house is the house of your marriage. And 7th house is the house of your business partnership. Now let's talk about, what is this next 1.5 years bringing for you people? This particular transit of Ketu. So, as I said, Ketu, this is the house of marriage, and Ketu is a planet which is meant for detachment. So, guys, in the next 1.5 years, there would be emotional detachment, with your spouse, which means, everything is there. Like, love is there, respect is there, compassion is there, mutual help is there, but still you would feel emotionally detached from your partner. That is the first probability around this transit. Now, the next thing is like, if some people who are in a very toxic relationship, due to some reason, they are still sustaining the marriage. However, like there is a lot of fights, a lot of confusion, a lot of disagreements. And like, two people living under one roof and are not happy. And, they're like, it's just not working. So this is the time, when you might take the step, you might take the legal step. This is the time that can cause, a separation, that can cause a legal, separation and a divorce. So that is also seen. You would be able to initiate, because Ketu cuts, Ketu breaks, Ketu, cuts like a scissor. So this is the next possibility. Now, the next thing is that, there could be a possibility that you might have to live away from your spouse, which means, you may travel for work to a different country. Okay, you may travel for business to a different city. Okay, so there is a possibility that you are physically away from your spouse. That's also a possibility in the next 1.5 years. And now, during this particular time, you would just stop caring about the society, because a lot of marriages, are done because of the society. A lot of marriages are, they are sustained because some kind of social pressure. So now during this next 1.5 years, you would not care about the society. That is also a possibility in the next in this transit. Now the next thing is like there would be like no intimacy, or there would be like lack of intimacy, physical intimacy. So during this next 1.5 years, there would be a lot of coldness in the marriage, like no intimate relations. So that is also like seen with this like movement of Ketu. Now the next thing, it would be about the loneliness. So again, there is love, there is respect, there is everything is there. You living with your spouse, living in the same house, but you would still feel lonely. Because Ketu has a tendency of all these kind of things. Now the next thing is like during this time, people who have been living in a very successful marriage, very happy marriage, uh, you know, uh, like suddenly that comes to an end. That is also, a scene from this particular transit. Now, the next thing is that, one good thing about this particular transit is that, during this time, you would be able to identify clearly, because there is a lot of internal dialogue that is happening. There is a lot of, intuition. There is a lot of gut feeling. So during this particular time, you guys at least would be able to identify which is the right kind of a, partner for me, which is the right kind of a person with whom I should get married. So that is also seen. So guys, I know that, this is like little difficult time, but one thing I want to add here, if we are treating, the time is indeed difficult, okay, in terms of marriage. But first thing I would say is, this is for Aquarius people, Aquarius rising, who are passing through with Ketu Mahadasha or Ketu Antardasha. So the ones, who are passing through with Ketu times, yes, there would be an impact on them. However, the ones who are, not passing through with Ketu times, the impact would be much milder. It also depends upon, like this, the impact, because this is about the transit, but it also depends upon the position of Ketu in your natal chart. The placement of Ketu in your natal chart, whether it's in a good strength or it's weak. Okay. It also depends upon the Mahadasha and the Antardashas you are passing through with. So that is also, needs to be considered. Now, next thing I want to add here, like, yes, this could be a little difficult time in terms of marriage for the next 1.5 years. But then if we do treatments around, for a planet, the impact can be minimized to a very large extent. I'll give you a good treatment around Ketu. So the first thing is, just accept that, yes, there could be a problem. So don't ask for acknowledgement. Don't ask. Just try to be, with yourself in the next 1.5 years. Don't look for a lot of validation during this time with your spouse. Just let it be. Let it be. Don't look for a lot of validation. And second thing, if you have a dog, if you have a pet, 50-60% of the impact will be minimized. In case people who do not have a dog, just feed a dog during this next 1.5 years, on and off. Maybe it's preferable if you can feed a dog every day, but if not every day, on and off, at least maybe twice or thrice a week. And you would see, the impact can be controlled. It can be minimized. So guys, that's all what I wanted to share about this transit. So, if you've liked this video, I would request you to press the subscription, to press the bell notification, and also to write a comment, because, your comment, it just validates my effort. So, and, people who want to do more treatment for Ketu, who can just, you can just write in the comment and I will let you know, like, what are the best treatments for Ketu. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks a lot for your time, and you have a great evening. Thank you.